Good morning.
Look at the size of it.
Look at that thing. Look at that roof.
It's
Oh, it's got lots of angles and things in there.
ledgy. The title for this vlog will be ledgy.
Yeah.
It's,
oh, bloody hell.
It's a big square, but then there's so many edges, even just here, look.
Yeah.
All around the window. Over the top.
A lot of fingery stuff, isn't there?
Yeah, into these bits on the top there.
Oh.
It's such a... well, that's one.
What have you got it for?
Until Sunday.
It's a nice aerodynamic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, until Sunday.
Oh.
Let me see how we go. How are you?
Well, I was.
Terry, 19,999.
Really?
One more.
One more.
One more. I've got a little surprise up my sleeve.
Have you?
Yeah. Hello, good morning, and welcome to WhiteDetails. Let's start by saying a massive thank you for the 20,000 subscribers we've just hit. What's the date, Terry?
22.
22. 22nd of January. That's better. We can see what we're doing now. 22nd of January, 20,000 subscribers. A big milestone for the channel. Here we have an Obsidian black G-wagon, the G63. Vehicle has come up from London for this service. So with the vlog, there is a slight change of plan with the videos. Really, I'm now doing, because I became a slave to my own success on the videos last year. The last 12 months have been a bit of a blur. So January vlog, February vlog, March vlog, April vlog, highlights, smaller bits. Makes it difficult to try not make it too repetitive, doing, let's say, a dozen cars in the month, but that's the plan. And then this vlog, for the dedicated vlog for the G63, is actually a commissioned vlog from the customer. it is 22:02 in the afternoon, not even started polishing yet. Alright, cut. Sorry, gotta interrupt. It's 2 weeks later. I need to give you an announcement, a heads up, that a lot of this footage for the G63 video is unusable. If you saw the January video, the January vlog, I in there announced how I think water from my hands got into the microphone on top of the Canon, and it's deemed a lot of the footage, 80% of the talking footage, unusable.
This has all been IPO'd as well, so this is all through. It's a very victim.
I've pinched bits from the visual just to use to show 50/50s, but because this is a one-off sort of the first of the commissioned vlogs where the customers, I went to town to educate, to narrate, to talk, to really try and show some in-depth information. However, that's not been able to be the case, so I will use some of the visuals. I just wanted to let you know that some of the footage in the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes is the underwater sound, mic stuff, but without that, I have to use it because it sort of completes the story. So I apologise. I thank you for being here, and if you can bear with me, if you can sit through it, that'd be excellent. I know it's difficult with the audio. I'm currently mic'd up now. I'm on the way into Newark in the M Coupe. But let's start the soundtrack again and enjoy the rest of the video. Looking at these three pillars now on the sides of the door, you'd hope and you'd expect the 3-inch to be able to tackle that, but upon investigation, and just turn the speed down. There's not a great deal of surface contact being made of the 3-inch, even though this middle panel is protected. You're sort of overhanging, it's putting pressure down on the central part. So what I'm going to do is switch to the 2. Out comes the hybrid. This is a much more accurate method. After the 2-inch, that is perfect. Going to run the top now across and down to here. Alrighty, Tuesday. Looking at the door, let's give you another example of what the differences are. This, believe it or not, has been cut heavily, 5" for the majority, which doesn't then get into the top corners or the bottom or underneath that swage line. So then the 3" steps in. Up here in the very top corner, the hybrid came out to play. But this has been IPA'd, so this has really been torn apart and damaged. But all that's been removed. It's just an unsightly finish. You can almost see the tide lines here, look, where the 3" circle the perimeter. It's a soft paint, Obsidian black. It's not the nicest to work with, hence it doesn't always do this. But this just leaves more important steps to follow at the refining stage. So this, again, I think each panel I get to, I might just do a refining set for my own peace of mind. Some refining was made up here, and this section has been refined just to see how far it can be pulled back with the one finishing pad, as opposed to needing to introduce a polishing set after the cutting. So this is just cutting, refining. Before, after, during. 3" work complete on the top of this door, but as we get to the very tight corner, can't quite get into there without overhanging the 3 too far on this edge, which is going to compromise the edge and damage the pad. Hybrid. After an extremely quick buzz over, go on, no, talk to the camera. After an extremely quick buzz over, it's very bitten up to the hybrid, but that will refine out now. Job done.
Ever since you've been gone,
after hitting this bottom portion just the once, there's one here, a couple there actually, one there, that's a good series of marks, and higher up on the left hand side it's a bit bitty, a few clusters left over here. So following suit with this section and that section and the top section, they've all had 2 hits, so onwards with the second cutting pass. Chicken's ready.
Yay!
Very much improved. Yeah, I might have to hit that again actually. Seeking a lot of the damage out. Multiple hits with M101 followed by 400 men's. Yeah, I'll have another go at that after dinner. Ooh, look at these. I've got all this to look forward to. Right. Half past 6, Tuesday. Is it too early to say roll on the weekends? It's not that bad. You just get your head into it and you just get stuck in. Terry's been a champion down the driver's side. I today, 6:30, started at 8 AM this morning. Finished, or started and finished this door, did a little bit of the wing here. I've just done the arch edge and the mirror. You've got the up and over the doors, the 3 pillars, you've got that central section runs, you've got the ledges, the windowsills I keep talking about in the handle surrounds. Lots of complications going on here. Next up, as you can see, is the upper portion of the wing. This section down below, around the badge, below the badge. The arch edge, which is plastic, which has taken about 4 cutting passes to get right. On the edge looking true and tight also. Remember on the wing, there were the tooling marks where it looks like stuff's been left. This is what we're up against. This ledge, this panel of the wing, looks like it's been used as a tool belt, putting tools on there or something. Something's going on there. Check it out. Check it out. What? Little one here that we're leaving behind. There. Sort of compromising a bit too much, taking it too far. But this was one of the worst areas on the car, to be honest. Come up well. On a whole, in terms of the cutting, Terry's done the driver's door, got the rear door, the rear wing, the back end, the tailgate, got the roof, bumper, and all the gubbins and the surrounding headlight bits in the front to do, as well as the rear bumper. So I think really cutting is about 65–70%. Looking forward to seeing this one shape up now. Hard work is nearly done. It looks like a safari truck with this tape on it. I myself will be late in tomorrow because I'm having a haircut, and now I'm on the way into the gym again. So run around the truck, give the customer their 5-minute WhatsApp end of the day video, and I'll be back in the morning. Knock.
God, where do you come from?
Sorry. Today's going to be a bad day, Terry.
What happened to the haircut?
Exactly.
What happened then?
Exactly. She forgot about me.
Oh nice, you've been all the way to Newark?
Yeah. Half an hour there, half an hour back. Parked up. Pounding the ticket machine at Asda.
You're joking.
And
So
forgot
could she
about me.
squeeze you in then? She was up fully booked?
Yeah.
That's a bit naughty.
Good waste of an hour every day of fuel. So, needless to say, I feel top of the world.
Great.
Should we have a coffee?
Yeah, good idea. What happened there? She just didn't write it in the book?
She did look at the diary last night.
Well, it would have made any difference. She would have been booked in anyway. So she didn't write it in.
New delivery of brand new spanking registration plates coming in for the M Coupe. There we go on the car very soon. And then a delivery in from Pristine Detail, 80mm cutting pads. These are Maguire's. Hi Jim, hope you're keeping well. I hope that you will be able to give me a bit of feedback on the 80mm cutting pads I've sent you. They're smaller than Maguire's originals, but only by 5mm. In this instance, I'm hoping that size doesn't matter. Yay! Price will be $9.95 each, which is a little more than Lake Country pad, but it does offer a better cutting performance in my opinion. Okay, Graham, thank you sir. Here's what I was at Train Legs on Monday. I am in agony. It's never the day after. Well, it is a little bit. It's the day after the day after. These little twigs. The majority of this has been on my knees as well. So Terry and I, bless him, doing the best we can. Approaching 5:30. I tonight am entertaining. I have guests around, so I'm wrapping up pretty early tonight. This is all cut. Roof, mirror, bonnet, bumper, lights. My movements today have been this wing, across the front, fiddly, 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 grrr, fiddly. Oh, this place is a bomb site. Look at all the cables. First thing in the morning, we're going to be emptying, push it all over there out of the way, and have a good sweep up. Turn this on. So where the wheel has been isn't bad because of course it's never had the contact. But just after one panel you can see where Terry's been on the offside corner of the rear deck. All going to plan. The cutting will be, oh, this still needs doing as well on the top of the bonnet, where the wipers normally attach. Various goings on here. It's mostly I think a job for the hybrid. Getting it up the side, up the channel here, and then across. But this line is going to be open to burning, so that's going to be tape that up, polish this, tape that up, polish that, polish this and tape that, polish that and tape that. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. It's going to be a 7-day week for me anyway, Saturday, Sunday, to get all the coatings down and everything else.
Do you know what? The nicest panel out of all of these is
The bonnet.
No. Well, yeah, because they're flat, but that back panel down the back door, it's just that and round on the
It's
corners.
slightly on the
There's
corner.
no awkward bits, and it looks lovely and flat. Looks good.
Can't even see where it was.
A lot
That was
better
it
there.
there.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Raspberry
What a team.
beret.
God, we're good.
We're ready for a sit down at the weekend.
for an ice
Well,
cream.
I won't be sat down at the weekend. I'll be doing it, I think. Stand grip eye match. Extremely useful for the engine bay dressing stage. But the battery died just then, so I don't know how much that you got. But lots of people asking what engine bay dressing product is. This is Obsidian. Obsidian vinyl rubber care, or when you buy it in trade form, Super Sheen. Great for rubbers and plastic, and why I like it, it's watery, the lubricity, the viscosity is quite thin, so using the blower you can blow into intricate spots, and it's a non-greasy, shiny finish. Just need to do the sides now, triple them. This is all the overspray you get there, unfortunately, so the paint was yet to be refined. Imagine if this is refined, all this is now a bit of a messy operation which needs sorting. So engine bay done after the cutting, before refining. Hey Terry.
Yeah.
Do you want to see something? Do you want to have some good news?
It'd be nice.
Come look at this.
Wow, looks nice.
1 inch, 2 inches up that channel. I don't want to buff all that off there until the tape's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to refine this half.
Nice one. There were some marks in this bonnet. It's come nice.
Just refine that all right here.
Very nice. He's going to wet himself when he sees this. I'm going to cry when it's finished, but he's going to wet himself when he sees it.
This is the face of a happier Jim. Refining started this afternoon at 2 PM. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday till 2 PM, purely cutting. We can start to look forward to enjoy this one now. Now the cutting, the hard work's done, you start to appreciate the fruits of the labour. Really starts to come together. It's worth bragging about now. It's worth showing people before, with it being all cut up and messy. It's just a bit sort of nasty, and it sort of needs explaining that, yeah, back off. It's not finished yet. Ay. If anyone's inquiring with a G-wagon, or if any other detailers out there have a G-wagon inquiring, that's basically what I was going to say. Make sure you give yourself plenty time. Terry's been a trooper on this, an absolute trooper. Been with me till the end of the cutting. No questions, got on with it. And without him, to be honest, this would perhaps be a 10-day job by myself. Bonnet's all refined, wings are refined. This front grille section still needs refining. Very much a different vehicle. The refiner's going to be complete by lunchtime tomorrow. Wheels are coming off finally tomorrow. Maybe some interior work tomorrow afternoon, and then it's the full weekend of dressings, interior, and finally protection on Sunday. This makes a nice change from sandwiches, jacket potato, beans and tuna. Last night's lasagna.
Fill my heart with gladness. Take away all. Hey!
6 PM Friday night. What a monster. City Wonders are really cool. Look at this, look at the downpipe through the back there. So Terry's been busy today, wheels off work. They are actually going to be refurbished at a later date, so there's not been too much done in that respect. Calipers cleansed, treated behind there. The manifold set up, you saw me taking the tar off that I think during the wash stages. Then we have the tips, exhausts and the running boards. This was all really gunked up and heavily oxidized and tarnished, so it's going to need a bit of clearing up and tidying up. And then paint refinement is now complete. 6 o'clock paint refining started at 2 PM yesterday on Thursday, and it finished about an hour and a half ago. So this is a record. Never have we been polishing, never have I, never have we been polishing a vehicle still on the Friday. I've just spent the last half an hour going around wiping it down with Gyeon Prep. Application cloth is the Rad Company Spectrum, and the buffing towel is the latest Eagle Edgeless, the Rad Company. You can see, having been fully prepped and panel wiped now, these panels are perfect. Tight underneath the swage line here. Perfect across the 3 channels there. On the window ledge, that's much improved there. Above the side strip here, across onto the small sections of the wing. But there's no marring, there's no damage being induced at this vital stage. Got full interior treatments to go. I've got the multi-layer paint protection, which would be in the form of Gyeon MOHS Plus. Glass, it's additional bright work around the grills and the badge here. And various sort of finalising toothpickery jobs. But for now, the next hour is going to be spent with the recently delivered paint touch-up for Obsidian Black, touching up these spots, the edge of the doors. It's nothing more than a cocktail stick just to take the edge off some of these white bits, because the missing paint is just quite obvious and it's shouting out. With the slightest and smallest amount of paint. Lots of toothpickery work required. All this down here in the bottom. More on the edge of the door. Lower down here. So that's me for the next hour. I will pick up the camera and hopefully try and get some interior vlog shots tomorrow. Testing the audio on the Canon 123, testing on the audio on the Canon 123. After just the door cards, plastics, the centre console, all around here, the gubbins inside, the belt retrieval systems, belt retrieval system, that's a new one. All the dash, console, headlining, door cards in the pockets, back to the seats, all these sort of areas. Leather up next, and then it's carpets, and final vac out again. The next hour and a half to 2 hours is going to be ceramic coating application. Gyeon base, which is the new MOHS for 2018, certified ceramic, followed by phobic. 2 layers, approximately 2 hours per layer. Rock and roll. Oh, come off it. Esky. Hello, are you alright? You're live on the vlog again. You've been here once before. I've just put a face mask on and you're in. I'm like, hello? Alright, I've said it once, but I gotta say it again. You cannot put a timescale on the white detail. It takes as long as it takes. Don't know why I'm still here at this time. It is Sunday. I've just looked at the clock. Didn't even register what time it said. 20 to 6. Still have to sort the exterior glass. Still have to dress a few of the trim pieces, have to dress the tyres, have to sort some of the door shuts out. Toothpickery took well over an hour. There was just so many previous and built up polish edges from where you tape in. There's a lot of rubber, there's a lot of ledges that need taping. When you polish over the tape, it leaves a line of polish. That then needs picking up and lifting safely off the bodywork. The Paintwork's just had a Gyeon Cure wipe down. And I was hoping to get the after footage recorded today. Sepang Blue Audi RS6 has just been dropped off this afternoon. That's 3 days for next week. Gonna have to wait for the after footage till tomorrow, and then the owner's picking up on Tuesday. Registration surrounds with the trim dressing, it's perhaps worth avoiding doing the front face because the registration plates are going to be stuck as opposed to screwed. So with the trim, it's likely that it's going to make the adhesive will then struggle to stick. Just doing the perimeter on that basis. One of the very final details that need tackling, the bright work, the badge on the front end without the light. Yeah, it looks okay. Put the light into them corners, really tarnished. Underneath, yup. Dirt up there, never been cleaned up, which is then bonded. 15 minutes on this, and it'd be like new. Yeah, buddy. Whilst they're off, we may as well give the wiper arms Chapa wa. Give the wiper arms a dressing with Gyeon Q2 trim. Ooh, 20 to 7, it's getting to be a new record, I think. And to be honest, meh, needs doing. It's going to be gone 7:30 by the time I get out here tonight. Got the rear wheel, spare wheel to put back on. The rear wheel cover, the Mercedes Obsidian black trim section that was damaged and dented, that's been repaired, it's been returned, or it's been collected, and it has been corrected. Light buffer rails from the paint shop, rectified, sorted. Tyres still need dressing. I've got the after footage to capture, which won't be tonight. That's going to have to be tomorrow once the wet work on the RS6, when that started. That's here for a minor correction. View. Not done that for a while. Turn that off. Way, cowboy. Yeah, buddy. Record, 7:30, 20 to 8, Sunday night. Feel pretty good though. Right, next stop for me, probably McDonald's. Be sure to find us on Instagram, check out Facebook and other social media pages. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and the next thing you're about to see is the after footage of the G63 AMG Mercedes G-wagon after too many hours. Well, I am impressed. I am impressed indeed. Thank you for taking the time to sit through the entire video. If you're watching this, you've been here for almost an hour. This is a record length vlog for me, but I think a worthwhile one. It was an epic turnaround on the truck, and the owner was delighted. A quick announcement then to say that WhiteDetails is now working in partnership with Clean and Shiny. Clean and Shiny being one of the UK's main detailing supplies online on the stores, able to offer a 10% discount on the entire range. So you might be wanting some metal polish, you might want some new hardware, you might want some replacement foam pads, microfiber pads, IPA, whatever's on the store, the entire catalogue there's a 10% discount available. The link below in the description to this video is an automatic discount code link. So you tap on that, you fill your basket, you go to the checkout, you'll notice it's already deducted the 10% with the code. However, if you go to it normally and just enter WD10, that also is going to get you your gains. Waiting on collection now for the Civic. A couple of cars being dropped off in from Europe, actually, an international shipment due for the next couple of weeks. And then here we have an M3 competition back, which is the next 2 days work. Until next time, thanks again.